Stop blaming YouTube for your low viewership, especially these big YouTube content creator, whatever you want to call them. Stop blaming YouTube's algorithm, stop blaming their system. It's not YouTube's fault. For the past few years, or I think more recently, like the past few months recently, there's just been so many big content creators on YouTube blaming YouTube for not giving their enough views or blaming YouTube's algorithm and their system that it's YouTube's fault and their system and their algorithm that's causing this creator and their YouTube channel and their videos to not get views or attract views or whatever. And I just want to say that these people, especially these big content creators, they're wrong. It's not YouTube's fault. It's not their algorithm. It's not their system. Never has and never is or never was their fault. And I want to touch on this topic to let people know to so they know where they stand. They know what it is, and also to just give them a reality check. This is not to bully them, this is not to hate on them or to be an a-hole to them, even though if in the video I think I know I will probably come off like a big a-hole. But really, this whole video, like I said, the whole point of this video is to just to clear the air up, because I think a lot of big content creators right now on YouTube are very delusional and they're not seeing the big picture, and they're blaming YouTube's algorithm, they're blaming YouTube's system, but it is not YouTube's fault. So yeah, let's get to it and see what it is that I'm talking about, because I'm gonna go into these videos that we're gonna talk about that people's been complaining about, and I'm gonna dissect them and explain to them why they're all wrong. Because you know what, personality is the key, especially in this modern day in 2026. Ever since like COVID or after COVID, it's always been about personality and presence. It's not about YouTube's algorithm. Don't blame them. And it's not really about being creative anymore, even though if creativity does still matter very little, but it's more like a back end bonus. But we'll talk more about that. But let's get into those videos that I'm talking about, though, to talk about these creators who are being crybabies and all that shit. Alright, let's start with this video here first that's uploaded by Marcus Jones, which is uploaded just 2 days ago as I am recording this. Today is January 14th, 2026, and this video was uploaded on January 12th, 2026, and it's titled, "No, seriously, YouTube's new algorithm just changed everything." First of all, I'm gonna have to disagree with that. No, YouTube's new algorithm did not just change everything. YouTube algorithm is pretty much still the same as it was, and it's always still the same as it was since the day it became a thing. I mean, did it evolve to become better? Yes, it did, but no, the algorithm has never really changed. This whole system has always been set, and for everyone, because there's so many millions of creators coming and hopping onto YouTube, it's more like a lottery ticket at this point. It's more like playing the lottery, and it's like a slot machine kind of thing. So we're gonna watch this video and you're gonna talk about it, like why they're wrong, and why all these big creators who are blaming YouTube's algorithm, they're wrong for blaming YouTube's system. It's not YouTube's fault. It's like, I'm gonna tell you guys, it's personality is key, presence is key. Do not blame YouTube algorithm. So let's watch this video and I'm gonna give my take on it for you and let you guys know.
It's a huge YouTube issue.
The algorithm is not working. The YouTube algorithm.
No, see, so those guys from Linus Tech, the computer science nerd guy, nothing against him. I do watch the video maybe like once, maybe here and there, whatever, but he's wrong. It's not YouTube's algorithm that's causing them to not give views, whatever. Like, it's not YouTube's fault that you're getting low views. So
it's a huge YouTube issue.
The algorithm is not working. The YouTube.
No, that's not true. The algorithm is working. Don't blame it and say it's not working because they're wrong. That's not it. It's the same, and YouTube is just a place where you upload videos, and there are millions of people who upload on it. So it's a lottery. It's a gamble for everyone. especially for new creators.
YouTube algorithm has changed.
Something's a bit weird.
Nope, it has not changed. Never has, never did. No matter how much you change it, it's still gonna be the same thing as it was.
YouTube.
If you really think about it, no matter how much you change YouTube's algorithm, it's always gonna be the same and it will never change. YouTube is just a place and a platform where you upload videos. And for everyone, it's a gamble because there are millions and millions of creators on there. Especially if you're a new creator, it affects you even more.
Currently has a huge problem on the platform, and it is a problem that is affecting everyone.
Nope, well, it is affecting everyone, but it's not as negative as everyone thinks. How like, oh, because YouTube's algorithm, that's why I'm not getting 50% more viewership. Wrong, because most people are complaining about that, but that's not true.
You're not crazy. YouTube have made some big changes, and I have data from over 500 channels to prove it. See,
it doesn't matter about those analytics or those data. If you are an important person and people vibe with you and people like you and your personality and your presence, that's all that matters. That is the key, especially now, especially after COVID. That is what matters. It doesn't matter if you look at those analytics and be like, I got these graphs and supposedly that's the key to it and that fixes the problem, or that is the problem, whatever, or it's the YouTube's algorithm. No, that's not it.
Recently, more and more creators have been talking about their views going down for no apparent reason. And
that's normal. This is something that's normal. Do not blame YouTube's algorithm. It's not YouTube's fault. It's not the YouTube system. This is something normal, and it has happened to a lot of creators throughout the years, and it will always continue to be a thing.
This isn't one of those your content sucks, get good situations. My channel was average.
That is kind of true. It's not really necessary about your content suck, but it does keep going to back what I was saying. It has to do with personality, and personality is the key. And I'm going to bring up some really good example of why personality is the key and why your presence is the key to all of this. It's not really about being creative anymore, but being creative still matters very little, but that's more like a back-end bonus.
Averaging 150k views per video. Now I'm stuck at around 60k a video.
That doesn't even matter. That's normal. Whoever it is, this guy on Reddit, whatever, this user who said this and made this statement about his video, that's normal. That's normal. Or maybe you're just boring. That's why you became irrelevant, or your viewers or your subscribers moved on, and that's why you lost views. That's normal. It doesn't matter if YouTube changed the algorithm today, tonight, or tomorrow and work in your favor. That still doesn't attract people to watch your video. Even if your video gets pushed out on the homepage, when people click on on the YouTube ad, they don't go be like, okay, I'm gonna scroll through the homepage and see what's interesting right now for me to watch. No. Instead, like 90% of people who use YouTube, the first thing when they click on the YouTube ad, they click on the favorite creator and they search on the favorite creator. They don't scroll down through the homepage entire. Nope, they don't do that, and I don't do that. Sometimes, maybe once in a blue moon or once in a while, I'll do that, but for the most part, nope. So even if they change the algorithm, it doesn't matter.
Quality is the same.
It's not valid. It's not really reasonable. It doesn't do anything. That's what I'm trying to say.
Nothing is different. Another comment I saw, I've been doing YouTube for 10 years, almost at 1 million subscribers. And this is the first time in all that time I've noticed a significant sustained drop in views.
That's normal. That's normal. It happens to like a lot of people. This isn't YouTube's fault.
I used to average 1 to 10k views per video. Now I'm lucky to get 20 views, and they're not alone.
I've already seen this video, by the way, but I just want to show it to you guys again to like talk about it. And yeah, it's not AI videos that's ruining YouTube. It's not viewer block, and it's not those things or seasonal viewing habits that's causing viewership to drop. It's none of that. Like all of this is very normal, and people make it seem like it's a problem. Like there's other videos I'm going to talk about, like there's like Shadversity like blaming like, oh, like YouTube would rather show AI slop and they're getting views. Like that's not the problem. That's normal. Anyone could upload any kind of video and get views. That's just the way it is. And if you don't get views for it, don't cry like a little bitch. And no hate on Shadversity. I do watch his video once in a while. I'm not a fan of his. I'm not like a regular viewer of his. I don't have anything against him, but I do watch his video like maybe once in a while. But it's just like, it's not because of AI slop. Because one of his video, he did say that, and we're going to go through that video next, but
and seasonality did have some effects, but I think I found the two biggest reasons so many creators' views have actually gone down, and feels like nobody's talking about it. So let me explain. Quick context, 500.
These analytics doesn't mean anything. I mean, maybe sometimes it does, but like I said, personality is key, presence is key. Those are the main key for now. And it's, as a matter of fact, it has always been the key. And a good example of that, of one of the biggest content creator is PewDiePie. I think he was one of the first people that people watch because purely of his personality, not because of the games that he upload. Maybe at the beginning it was. At the beginning, being creative and uploading certain kind of content video is the key, but after that, it's straight up all about personality. And I think PewDiePie is one of the first good example of that. I think that's one of the reasons why he got a lot of viewership.
Plus channels I have access to. And what I found,
Because people are there, and talking about PewDiePie again, they're there because they're there for PewDiePie. They're not really there for the game that he plays. And that also applies to like Keystone Astro Speed, but we'll talk more about Keystone Astro Speed and all these other creators who are in that similar bracket, and about like why personality is the key and why that matters.
has honestly made me a bit scared for the future of YouTube. So what I did was
You don't need to be scared of YouTube. It's not scary. It's always been a gamble for everyone.
exported all the data
That's just the way it is with being a content creator on YouTube. It's normal.
from these channels I had access to and created this graph, which
This graph doesn't mean shit. It's not valid. It's not reasonable. If you just want to look at this just to see your growth, fine. But this doesn't prove anything that, oh, this is the reason why viewerships are low and it's YouTube's fault and their algorithm's fault. Nope.
overwhelmed data lines, I get it. But this graph is actually one of the keys to uncovering where these view drops have been
It's not
coming
really
from.
valid. This graph means nothing. It's not important.
It shows the combined amount of views being generated by shorts across over 500 channels I have access to. Each color.
So I already watched this, and if you go watch furthermore, which you could watch yourself, I'm not gonna watch this entire video, but I believe on this part he says like, oh, because like shorts, YouTube's are like heavily promoting shorts, which I say it's not really true. It kind of is true, but I think it just really depends because for everyone it's different. You know, everyone's YouTube, their homepage is gonna be filled with something different from everyone else, so it's not really like that true. It is kind of true here and there, but it's not really
line represents a different traffic
because of shorts, because YouTube is promoting shorts and putting shorts on the front page. It's not really because of that.
source. Notice how much higher these lines are here, where we are now, compared to where they were back in 2024. It's roughly double, and what this seems to be telling us is YouTube is promoting shorts on viewers' home pages and in search much more than it used to. But what?
Okay, so that may be true, but you know, it doesn't even matter. Like, that's not the reason why these other creators like Linus Tech are losing viewership, or Shadversity is losing viewership, and all these other creators who are complaining, they're not losing viewership because of the YouTube algorithm. They're not losing viewership because YouTube is putting shorts in front of the home page. That's not the problem. The thing is this, the reality is this. Your viewers, your subscribers, and your fans, they outgrown you. You know, they used to watch you, but maybe they don't watch you anymore. That's normal. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's just the way it is with this thing. That's just one of the things to expect. And like if you have like, you know, like lower viewership, don't blame YouTube. It's not their fault. You know, this is normal that you wants to have a lot of viewership and people don't watch it anymore. So that's like, it makes sense. It's like, one, they either forgot about you. Two, you just became irrelevant to them. Number three, they've outgrown you, so they just moved on. And number four, I guess maybe it does have to do with the content that you made and put out that does, you know, affect your channel. Like, nobody's always gonna watch Shadversity video about sword and stuff. That's just not, there's not a lot of audience for that. Even though there is an audience for it, there's not a lot of audience for that. So yeah, but we'll get more to Shadversity later while I'm talking about that. But I'm not trying to be mean to him or anything, but yeah. Here's another video that I want to go into, and it's by the Linus Tech YouTube channel. But this is the channel that's called LMG Clips that has over 600,000 subscribers, and the video is titled "Our Views Are Down." And they upload this on September 2nd, 2025. And on this clip right here, it has over 200,000 views. Okay, so these are the videos that I highly recommend you guys to watch if anyone's watching these. This video here. So these videos here, and this one, and this video, and this video, and including many others, like these down here that I'm showing. I don't know if y'all can see that, but these videos that I'm showing on the bottom right, like if you guys could read the titles, I don't agree with any one of these videos and with their thoughts and opinion on YouTube's and the lowership and all that stuff. even though if they don't mention the word algorithm, they are referring to YouTube and they are referring to the YouTube algorithm. Because let's look at what the word YouTube algorithm mean. I typed in Google, and this is true. This is what it's always been. It's never changed. They said that it's acting weird. YouTube's changed. It's acting weird and all that stuff and all that baloney. But YouTube has never changed. It's still the same. You can change the algorithm as much as you want 500 times. It's still going to be the same thing. It doesn't make a difference. So for these people that say, oh, like if you watch like these videos here, right? If you watch these, they say that they talk about their viewerships are down and YouTube's acting weird and all that stuff. And they, talk about the graphs and the dimensions, the likes and all that. Even if they don't mention, like I said, the word algorithm, they are referring to the YouTube's algorithm, even though if they don't mention the word algorithm. But let's look at what it means. The YouTube algorithm is a complex AI-powered system that personalizes video recommendations to keep viewers engaged by showing them content they are most likely to watch and enjoy, primarily on the homepage, in search, and as suggested videos. So if you see that, it says primarily on the homepage, in search, and as suggested videos. And just because they say this or show this, it doesn't equal views. It just means that your video is there on the platform, which it is for everyone. If you upload video, your video is just going to be there. It's a gamble. And then the next part says it analyzes user data like watch history, engagement, likes, comments, shares, watch time, and relevance keywords topic to predict satisfaction, aiming to increase viewer retention and overall session time, acting as a matchmaker for viewers and content. And yeah, this is pretty much true. So this is just how it's always been, even like back in like 2015. Like that's just how it is. So there's nothing wrong with YouTube, because in these video, they're talking about like they're getting low views and YouTube's acting weird and all that stuff. So just watch these videos. I'm not gonna go through all of them because these videos they're all like 30 minutes long, 7-minute long here. This one's 14 minutes long. If I was to watch all of them, it'll take me like an hour and a half. So we're not gonna do that. If you want to watch it yourself and then come back and watch my video and make the comparison and the facts that I pulled up and the evidence that I pulled up, they're basically, like I said, they're just talking about the YouTube algorithm, even if they're not mentioning the word algorithm. Because if you read this of what the YouTube algorithm is, it's pretty much like what they're talking about is pretty much this thing. They're referring to the YouTube algorithm, which is this. So, and just to be clear, this channel here, this guy here from the Linux him, they have, like I said, thousands and millions of views on their YouTube channel. They also run up to like 4 or 5 different YouTube channels. They have, hundreds of sponsors before. So I don't know what they're talking about. Oh, like their YouTube is like struggling and all that stuff, and they're not getting that much viewers. When I actually look at their YouTube channels, all their YouTube channels, they are making views. I mean, even their podcast clips here, whatever, they make like thousands of views. So I don't know, like what do they expect? They want 10 million views all the time when they upload? I mean, is that what this guy is saying? Because I feel like you're not being realistic if like that's what you're expecting, even though if he did not say that he wants 10 million views all his videos. But like when I look at their channels, all their channels, it looks fine. And maybe if you have a lot of staff and a lot of team and a lot of producers, co-producers, whatever, editor, and you can't pay them because and you need that extra money, well then maybe you shouldn't hire that many people on your team, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? So just watch these videos because they just pretty much talk about the YouTube algorithm, and here's what the YouTube algorithm, which I already read for y'all, and then you could just like come back and watch my video here and like just like make the comparison and be like, yeah, like pretty much, what, like it doesn't matter if YouTube changed the algorithm, it doesn't make a difference. That's not the point. Like you still not gonna get the views that you're looking for. Like times change and personality and is the key. Presence, having that presence and the energy and the voice is key. And another really important thing to know is that it's not just these YouTube content creators and channels that I'm showing here. There are many other YouTube channels as well that is like talking about this and mentioning this in the past like 6 months, the past 8 months. And like I said, it's not the YouTube algorithm's fault. Never has, it never will be. You could tweak it right now, today, tomorrow, next week, and in 6 months, you're still not going to get the viewership that you want. And that's all it is. Everyone has their own different tastes. People move on. People, like, you got to think about it too. These content like Shadversity and Screen Tested, they make videos about swords. Like, videos about swords. There's not a lot of big audience for that. I mean, you're talking about holding a sword, testing swords. There is audience for that, but it's not a lot. And stuff like that gets outdated really quick. Same thing about topics about talking about computer and technology. It's just not a whole lot of audience for that, even if there is an audience for that. So people's tastes and things change and evolve. People outgrow you, moved on from your content. That's normal. That's the reason why you lose viewership. It's like you guys have, like, they have over in the Linux official channel, they have actually like 15 million subscribers, right? So you see right here, right? That's over 16 million subscribers. Why is it that they have over this many subscribers, but they can't even pull in at least 10 million views or 15 or 13 million views on their videos? And that just proves my point. People moved on. Maybe 5% of it is bought because, you know what, that's just something that YouTube and creators can't control. So that's what it is. People just moved on. And that just proves my point. Like, people just move on, and you know what? This isn't the kind of topic that people are always going to want to watch about computers all the time, technology all the time, swords and all that stuff all the time. Like, there's not a big audience for that. Like, this era of content creators is so different from back then, and that's just the truth. Here's another video that I want to talk about. It's by Linus and them, and this is like from their their clip YouTube channel called LMG Clips down here. I think it's like based on their podcast that they cut it up into small bits and they upload on this channel. And like I said earlier too, on like their channel, about them and the channel, they have multiple YouTube channel. This is one of their other channels that they have. And look, they even have sponsors down here. Thanks to our LMG Clip sponsors, D Brand, Dell, and Scret Lab. You can check them out at the link below. They're doing fine. I truly believe that them as a brand and a YouTube channel, they're doing fine. And they're going to make a YouTube video here called YouTube is Killing Normal Videos. That's not true. I disagree with them. And YouTube is not killing normal videos. Even though if they did not mention the word YouTube algorithm, they are referring to YouTube and they are referring to YouTube's algorithm because of the way how they're talking about YouTube and say that YouTube is killing normal videos. That's the title of this video. And no, that is not true. And this is what, like 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, they uploaded this. This is not true. I'm gonna play a clip with you for y'all to watch for a little bit, and I disagree with them on this whole topic.
I came across a really interesting thread on the LTT subreddit this week, just about how crap YouTube's getting, and we did this last week.
That's not true. YouTube is not becoming crap. YouTube is still the same. Everyone's feed and everyone's homepage on YouTube is different. It's not the same. And YouTube did nothing wrong. Stop blaming YouTube.
But I think it bears doing again. This is my YouTube homepage. There is an ad,
live stream,
2 live streams,
5 shorts,
a row of shorts, which they don't even autoplay the whole thing. They just stop. You have to click them. It's by design. You know it's by design. Then we get what? Another live stream, an ad, a VOD.
the first VOD.
Oh my God, YouTube playables, these AI slop garbage games. So out of my first 2...
So I just want to say something. His homepage or his home feed for his YouTube, with whatever it is that he's seeing, that's completely normal and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But the way how he's acting is sort of like making it seem like it's a problem. There is nothing wrong with his homepage. There's nothing wrong with his recommendation. This is very similar to a lot of people. This happens to a lot of people, whether you're a creator or not, whether you have a lot of subscriber or not, or no subscriber at all. This applies to everyone, and everyone's homepage is different. This is normal. It's not a problem. And the thing is that he is acting and making it seem like, oh, like it's a problem, or not making it seem like it's a problem, but to him it is a problem or something like that. And then that's why they titled this video, YouTube is killing normal videos. Not true. YouTube is not killing normal videos.
Pages. So I'm below the fold
One
already.
video.
One VOD.
And it is, I will say, it is kind
One.
of somewhat based YouTube that the one VOD that you got is like a really small video, because part of YouTube is discoverability and all that kind of stuff. But it's one. Why is it one?
Okay, let's keep going. I mean,
It's
I haven't
normal. That's
prepped
normal.
it.
Doesn't matter if that video is a small creator or not, low views or not. It doesn't matter. This whole thing that I've been saying, that it's like a gamble for everyone, whether you're a big creator or not, whether if you're a new creator on YouTube or not, it's a gamble for everyone and everybody. I don't know why. So what do you want? What do you expect? You want your videos to be on their homepage all the time? Is that what you're trying to say? You expect your videos to always get 10 million views all the time? Like, getting low views is normal. There's gonna be highs and lows. You know what I mean? Your channel is not gonna be consistent all the time. This applies to everyone, everybody. It's a gamble.
How much farther? And this was sort of the conversation that some people were trying to have in the Reddit thread. But like, how much more inshiftification is there for YouTube to go through? I mean, I do feel like this whole AI slop game thing might be the jump the shark moment.
It has nothing to do with what he just said, with how much more it has to go through. That has nothing to do with YouTube's algorithm. Anyone could upload anything, or not anything, but anyone could upload anything as long as it's appropriate and it's normal. Anyone in anyone's video on YouTube could get recommended or not. That's normal. And the fact that these two guys are making it seem like it's a problem, or not making it seem as a problem, but they are seeing it as a problem, which in reality, it's not a problem. It's not YouTube's fault, and it's not YouTube's algorithm. Even if they're not saying the word YouTube algorithm, they are referring to YouTube and the app, and so that does still applies to the YouTube algorithm. Stop blaming YouTube's algorithm. It's not their fault. And this is the problem right now with the big creators who get thousands of views. If you look at their channel and all their other 3, 4, 5 channels that they have, they rack thousands and millions of views, including hundreds of sponsors that they have on the monthly and weekly basis or throughout the year that they have. They're so successful and they're established, and here they are complaining about these things. This is the problem with people like this. And these people are delusional. They will never see it. They will never get it.
It feels like it to me. I think I ranted about this last week, but yeah, YouTube really needs to find their way. I am genuinely rather terrified.
Nope, he's wrong. He's wrong, and YouTube does not need to find their way. YouTube is already a very established app. It is one of the biggest apps, and it's still the #1 app right now for content creators. And he doesn't need to be terrified or be scared of the YouTube or the algorithm. First of all, why are you even scared of that? You're already established. You don't need to be scared of that. You're an idiot and you're delusional. Maybe you just want more views. Maybe you just want more of your videos to be recommended. Like, stop being a person blaming YouTube and saying, oh, I'm scared of YouTube. I'm scared of this and that. Oh, it's because of YouTube's fault. No, it's not. It's still not their fault, and it will never be their fault. Unless if they really did something that is their fault, then it will be their fault. But this is not YouTube's fault. So stop blaming YouTube. Stop calling YouTube out on this shit. It needs to stop.
How is VOD supposed to survive on YouTube when literally AI slop games are given better billing in the first 2 pages of the site?
That's normal. Everyone has their own tastes on content stuff. If 10,000 people or 10 million people get to recommend those AI slop, that is up to them if they want to watch it or click on it. Just because it's on the homepage, that's not the problem. If you really care, you want to watch something good, then type it up and search it up yourself. You don't need to be like, oh, there's an AI slop in my homepage. Okay, if it is, Just click on the button that says don't recommend that video to me or the channel, or just ignore it and go type and watch the stuff that you want to watch, because it's all over there for you. So stop complaining about these things that's on your homepage. Yes, I get it. It can be kind of annoying and stupid, but it's not even that bad. Like let's look at my homepage that I'm gonna pop out right now. It's not even that bad. Look. Yeah, see, mine's very normal. So I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. My YouTube homepage is normal, and this is what I'm talking about. It's normal, it's different for everyone, and it's not. Don't blame on AI slop or AI generated videos. Don't blame YouTube's algorithm. Don't say that, oh, you're scared. There's nothing to be scared of, and there's nothing to be scared about YouTube, the app, the platform, the algorithm. There's nothing to be afraid of. Look at my home feed that I'm showing you guys right now. This is 100% normal.
There's not a sustainable amount of money to be made, not at any kind of scale. Like, I think as an individual person, you could survive on shorts, just kind of filming yourself, or maybe even a couple people, a few people, small team. But beyond that, you're going to need to start to seek sponsorships. You're going to need to start to sell something.
Which they have. Talking about sponsorship, these guys, this channel with 5 different channels under him, they have sponsors. I'm telling you guys, they have sponsors. Even this video right here, if you look at the video, they say right here, they got sponsors here. And if you ever watch any of their other videos on their other channels, they will have sponsor on either every once a week on one of their videos, sometimes even more than that. Sometimes it's like 5 times in 1 month within all 5 of their videos within that month. Like, that's how many sponsors they have. So these guys are tripping. Maybe they want more views, maybe they want more money. There's nothing wrong with wanting more money, but I think at this point, it's just straight up pure greediness from them. I mean, what do they want? More sponsors with, everyday upload, they want to expect 15 million views a video? Is that what they want all the time? Like, be realistic.
But my like, I'm terrified for what's happening to YouTube thing actually has nothing to do with like my job or this place. It's entirely just that, like, I don't. There's comments in Floatplane chat of like, oh, YouTube can definitely. I can't remember where it was. I'm not going to find it. Sorry, but YouTube can definitely get worse. They've proven that before.
So you don't need to be terrified of YouTube and the way how it's changing. And no, I don't think YouTube is getting that worse. If anything, I think YouTube has gotten better. Yes, they have changed and evolved a lot. There are still some things about YouTube that is a little bit unnecessary. However, it is still the #1 app. It is still the top app right now and the most used app. And there's nothing wrong with it. You can still make it work, in which a lot of people has. Because you want to know why? A lot of other big creators who they are not complaining about this and not making this a problem. So that pretty much proves my point. I don't see Queso being scared about YouTube. Oh, I'm worried about YouTube. I'm worried about this. I don't see other creators, bigger YouTubers saying this or saying stuff like this, because there's no need to be scared of the app or be terrified for YouTube of where it is going. I think it's still going to be fine. I don't think YouTube and the people who owns this business and this app will ever just let this app go down. It is too big, too lucrative, and too profitable to just let it get like tossed and burned and lose its identity. I don't think the people will allow this YouTube to go down that road of losing its identity. Did it lost a little bit of its identity? Maybe, but it still retained majority of it. So to anyone that's watching this, don't be afraid of where YouTube is going. Forget what this guy's saying. Don't need to be afraid of it. YouTube is still the same as it was. If you really think about it, it's still the same as it was 10 years ago. Yes, I know, yes, the app evolved and changed, but if you really think about it, not much has changed. All you do is just upload videos, and it's a gamble for you to get views or not. That's it.
The future of online knowledge sharing with YouTube rotten to its core is dark.
Nope, YouTube has not rotten to its core. And I don't know, whatever it is that he's saying that YouTube has rotten to its core, that's not true. YouTube has not rotten to its core. This guy is being delusional and dramatic and taking this a little bit out of context. and blaming YouTube that, oh yeah, they've changed and they're being weird and all that stuff and they're rotten. No, they're not. No, they're not. YouTube is still just a place where you upload video and it's a gamble. Again, I know I'm repeating myself, but to prove my point and to back it up with everything, yes, just watch my video and their video here too to understand and make the comparison to even know to understand this better for those who still don't get it. This video, the whole point of this video is just to give these people a reality check, especially these big, well-established content creators. They're complaining and talking about, oh, like their viewerships are down and it's because of YouTube's algorithm and it's their fault and it's part of the YouTube system and that's what it is. But they're wrong. But if you look at his YouTube channel, you're still racking up hella views. Like, look at this. These are the recent videos that they post and they got a bunch of views. They still reach about like between the, 6-figure digits viewership to 7-figure digits viewership, like between 300,000 to 1 million. So the fact that he complained about this, which is like, well, like 6 months ago, but then even if you go scroll down all the way to his video like months ago, like they still racking up millions of views. So he's being the greedy one, blaming YouTube's algorithm when it's not their fault. Like, look at this. Look at all these videos that they upload here on their channel like months ago, right? They have millions of views. Hella views. And here he's going to talk about, oh, their views are down. That's not true.
The channel's been very on the struggle bus lately. Which...
Yeah.
What a liar. See, he said that. But like I said, see, this is the problem with big content creators right now on YouTube. He has over 16 million subscribers. They still rack up thousands of views that is past over 100,000. And like the latest videos right here, this one right here, 400,000. This one right here, 900,000 that was uploaded 6 days ago. This one's uploaded 7 days ago. Right here, called AMD is in danger, 900,000 views. This video here 7 days ago got over 1 million views. Another one here, 1 million views. Look at the digits here to prove my point. Like, I'm pulling up actual facts here. And look at videos that they upload like 5-6 months ago. That was back in September, even before September. Like, oh, they still rack up millions of views here. And then he's gonna say that their viewerships are down. What a fucking load of baloney, a load of fucking BS. And they're gonna blame YouTube.
Luke and I were talking about earlier, especially very lately.
You're delusional.
Yeah.
Even Wan Show today, it's like about three-quarters of what it would normally be. It's been...
So then, yeah, they say that they lost more than 3/4 or they lost around 3/4 of viewership, which if you actually look at it, no, they did not. Look at their viewership. It is big. Look at this video 8 months ago, 3 million. That's insane. Like, and they're gonna cry about, oh, like the viewership drop. Like, dude, you gotta understand that the topic on your video is mostly about computers and tech all the time. There is an audience for it, but the audience is not really that big as you think about it. Oh, people's gonna always want to come and search out Linux Tech and watch about like computer videos all the time. Like, no, that's not how it is. Like, people don't do that. Like, that's just not how it works. So him complaining about, oh, they're dropping views, our views are down on YouTube. You liar. You have so many fucking views. And your channel probably already made like over $5 million by now throughout the past 5 years of you being on YouTube. So this guy is just clearly being a greedy asshole to YouTube.
Overall, the channel's been very on the struggle bus lately, which Luke and I were talking about earlier.
Not true.
Especially very lately. Even Wan Show today, it's like about three-quarters. Yeah, 3/4.
Nope, not true. And like I said, personality is the key. Do you have the personality or not? Do you have the presence or not? Because if you do, and people vibe with that, and people vibe with you, they will stay and watch your video. Just because your viewership dropped, that doesn't mean that it's YouTube's problem. It doesn't mean that it's YouTube's algorithm and they are to blame. No. If you matter and you are important and you are interesting, people will come and search you up and watch you and look for you. And a good example of that is Queso. He started off at TikTok. He blew up on TikTok and he later on migrated to YouTube and Twitch. for content creating, uploading it on YouTube, and then for live stream on Twitch. When he blew up on TikTok, a lot of people find him interesting, so they search him up. They go to his YouTube channel, they follow him. That's what it is. That's how you get viewership. You don't get viewership, because YouTube didn't put my video on the homepage and YouTube is not recommending my videos. No, the reality and the truth is, number one, your viewers, the reason why you're not getting views like how you used to be is one, your audience outgrew you. They moved on. Number two, it's people don't always talk and gonna want to watch about videos about topic about computers like this. That's just the reality of it. There is an audience for it, and you got that, but it's not as big as broad as you think. And I know I'm saying personality is key, and maybe this guy does have personality. Those viewers that he's already averaging, that he's still racking up over like 600,000 to like 1 million, those are his viewership that are there for his personality, his persona, and his presence. And he does have that. I don't know if he has like on Queso's level, because everyone's on their own lane. But he's complaining. People are complaining about that. It's not just him. Like a lot of other people are too. It's not YouTube's fault. It's not that. It's, do you have the personality? Do you have the presence? That's the key to it. And if you are really important and matter, people will come and search you up and watch you, like IShowSpeed and Queso. That's a good example that I just said with Queso especially. So the next video we're gonna watch is called SlopTube, a Shadversity documentary that's uploaded by the YouTube channel Shadversity. This was uploaded back in November 8th of 2025, and it has only 25,000 views. So let's watch this one, and I'm gonna let you guys, we're not gonna watch the whole thing, but we're just gonna watch a little bit, and I'm just pretty much might end up repeating myself, but I might try to like say something that I might have forgotten to say.
YouTube cares not from whence the views come, only that they flow without cease for all eternity. You see, the more easily consumed content YouTube pushes into people's feeds, the more views it gets. So, just like an insatiable beast, it wants more content like that on the platform than anything else, regardless of the quality of that content or the content that people actually want to watch, because YouTube has realized something rather depressing.
Doesn't matter.
People will consume utter...
What you said is not valid, and it's not really a good reason. I mean, maybe it does to a certain degree, but for the most part, it doesn't really matter if it's low quality or not.
Slop grade content.
Because it's usually all about personality.
YouTube has realized something rather depressing. People will consume utter slop-grade content if it's even mildly interesting and forced in front of their faces enough times. This has been the case for YouTube's whole existence, because you must admit that the most viral...
So I'm not going to play the whole thing, we're not going to watch the whole thing, but basically in this video here, and these other video here, where he says, if you look at this one, and this one, let's pull up. So in this video here that we just watched called SlopTube, it's Shadversity documentary, and this one right here, where he says, I try to warn you, but most wouldn't listen. The end of YouTube as we knew it. This video here that's uploaded on September 9th, 2025. This video here I'm talking about. This video here that's called Short Content on YouTube is Dead. So now what? That's uploaded by Shadversity at the beginning of 2025 of January of this one. And this one
YouTube
too. I know it's a lot. It's called, he titled it, Shadversity titled it, I'm close to giving up, proof the algorithm is determined to kill this channel. I know I'm repeating myself, but Shadversity in this thing, he's a big creator. He has over 1 million subscribers. I guess not considered big subscribers anymore, because he's not getting that many viewership. But this whole thing about all these videos that he upload, he's blaming that it's YouTube's fault and it's YouTube's algorithm. But I know I'm repeating myself, but again, like I said, I'm showing these videos. The reason I'm showing so many of these videos is because I want to give you guys proof and evidence that it is not YouTube's fault. It is not YouTube's algorithm that you're not getting views. The main key of this whole thing to getting viewership is, do you have what it takes? And do you have a good personality, the charisma, the energy, the vibe, the presence? Do you have something that people would want to be there to want to watch and vibe? And he's talking about, oh, how about like Shadversity is talking about like how much creativity and how much effort and how much work they put into their videos, but YouTube would rather show AI slop, and that's just not fair and stuff. Yeah, like I get it. I totally understand where you're coming from, but you have to understand that the YouTube now is not the same YouTube as it was back in 2010. YouTube, the truth is YouTube has changed a lot, but YouTube also has not changed a lot. But if you really think about it, it really has not changed a lot. YouTube is just a place you upload video for content, and it's like a gamble for everyone, right? Especially if you're a new creator and small creator. It's not really about creativity anymore. It's not really about how much effort you put in your videos anymore, because you can put in all the effort you want. You can make the greatest and the coolest thing and the masterpiece ever, but you're still not gonna get the views that you want. And I'll also show you guys a good example of Moist Critical, aka Penguin Z0, said that. So the video that I'm talking about, and this is what Moist Critical said, or aka Penguin Z0 said. He uploaded this back in October 2021. October 21, 2021, and he said this on this video here, and this video is called titled My Advice, and I agree with what he said here. This is what he said.
You have to understand, even if you're making the best content the world's ever seen, you're producing nothing but genuine masterpieces, there's still a great chance no one ever finds them. You're competing with millions upon millions of other people doing the exact same shit.
And what he said is true. So it is just like, it's pretty much like playing the lottery. You have millions of people playing to win, but only one can win or two can win. Or maybe if you're lucky, sometimes there have been instances where maybe two-person won the lottery jackpot. You know, it's like that. But you guys could watch this whole video where he talks about it, which is really good. He talks about that. So this just applies to, this just proves everything that I've been saying. Like, it's not YouTube's fault. It's not YouTube's algorithm. It's a gamble. Even if you have over 1 million subscribers like Shadversity, even if you put in so much work and so much creativity, so much good energy, and you're like, yeah, I know this is good content, you could say that and do that all you want, but you're still not going to get views for that. And the reason for that is because maybe one, you don't have the personality, you don't have, or two, you don't have the presence. Three, your content is just outdated for them. You know what I mean? This isn't 2010, 2015 YouTube. Times change and personality is key. And I think a lot of people who are complaining about the YouTube algorithm that's not giving them views on their on the channels and their videos, you're wrong. It's not about how much effort, how much work you put in your videos anymore. It doesn't even matter. You could complain all you want. You could cry about all of it you want, but it is not YouTube's fault. Like, it's just not their fault. And you know what? To prove it even more, I'm gonna pull up Queso's channel right now. It doesn't matter. It's not about content creation anymore. It is, but very little. But let's pull up Queso's channel, all right? Queso here, 9 million subscribers, but when he upload his videos, it still reached between 200,000 viewership to 1 million views. So this video he uploaded here 3 days ago called Quarantine Zone Full Gameplay Part 1, it has 1.3 million views 3 days ago. This he uploaded the next day. It's called, this video called 8 a.m. the swimming pool. It has over 400,000 views. Why is it that his thumbnails are so ugly, but he still gets so many views? Why is it that the games that he play are so low quality and ugly? Look at all of his thumbnails, effortless. His gameplays, the games that he play are effortless, low quality game, ugly ass game. But why is it that he still gets so many thousands of views? More than Shadversity. Why? Or why is it that he's racking up all these views? You want to know why? Because his viewers and the people that watches him, they're there to watch him. They're there for his personality, his persona, his charisma, his energy, his presence. And the reason why I keep saying these things so much and pulling up these is because I want to show you guys real hard evidence. And I hope that YouTube and the creators of, or like YouTube, the CEO, whoever is in charge of the system, I hope they see this video and understands where I'm coming from. That it is not YouTube's fault and it is not their fault. It is not the YouTube's algorithm's fault. It is not the YouTube system's fault. And so me showing Queso's thumbnails and his videos these effortless ass shit that he uploads every day and still racking thousands of views proves my point that personality is key, presence is key, that you don't need to try hard. Now even though I'm showing this, these effortless ass things that gets thousands of views and millions of views, does creativity even still matter though? Because some of you might be like, but I still watch things for being creative. I still watch things that are creative. And yes, that does still matter very little, but it's more like a back end deal, and it's more like a back door bonus for big creators like this or Queso. It's just a background. It's not really there to really serve as it's all about the game. No, that's only gonna do you like 10% good. You know what I mean? And maybe once in a while, if you're lucky, it might do you 50% good. But personality and your presence and you as a person, that is the key. Don't blame YouTube's algorithm. Like look at Queso's thumbnails. Look at the games that he play. He's still effortless as shit, and he still get millions of views. Look at Moist Criticals. Let's look at Moist Critical, Penguin Z0's channel. Look, especially Penguin Z0, Moist Critical here. Look at his thumbnails and his viewer. His thumbnails, look at his thumbnails. They all look the same. They're all low quality. All he do is just talk or rant about something a little bit or give a review about something a little bit. And most of his thumbnails all look the same. It's just him standing in his room. Like, look at that. And he still racks up millions of views. You want to know why? Because it's not because of YouTube's algorithm. It's not because of YouTube's system. The reason why he get these views is because these people enjoy watching him. They come here because they come there solely for him, for his presence, his personality, his voice, his energy, his style, his vibe. They're there for that. They don't care if he uploads some of the most ugliest thumbnail video ever. He's still gonna get views. And also, you know how we were talking about like the whole algorithm and the analytics and people drop views, and I was like, yeah, it's normal for people to drop views. I mean, look at this video right here that he uploaded. It's called Fast Food Collabs Are Not Hype. He only got 600,000 views on that, and usually his average viewership is past 800,000, but here he only got 600,000 views. But here he also got only 600,000 views. I'm showing you guys hard evidence proof that it is not YouTube's algorithm. It is not YouTube's fault. Getting lower views like on a few videos like Moist Critical does, that's normal. That's completely normal, and that's fine. That's something that people need to understand and need to be like, this is not something that you can control, or you could control a little bit, but it's not the kind of control that you think you can. Like, just look at his video and his thumbnails. They're effortless. They look boring, but he still get millions of views. I mean, just look at this. This is blurry as hell. And he just titled it, "They Stole Over 100 Million in Jewelry." And he get 1.2 million on that 2 months ago. Like personality is key, man. And these people like Linus Tech, Shadversity, and this guy that's polling not him, but the other guy that was polling those YouTube graphs and saying like, oh, like, I pull up the graphs and it's because of these analytics and these are the reason why you're not getting views. Like, no, that's not even it. No, you're so wrong. And everything that I showed you proves my point. And let me show you guys an even better truth, and even a much more better one. Look at this. Trisha Paytas. Let's talk about her. This woman had got canceled 5 times, 10 times, but she always come back and she's still getting thousands of views, millions of views. Why? Because people are there to watch her. They're there for her presence and personality. And she doesn't even blame YouTube's algorithm. I don't think she ever did. If she did, well, I don't know. So like, look at her YouTube channel here, right? Look at this. Her viewership here dropped. Okay, look at all these latest videos that she upload. They drop, right? So you may be like, oh yeah, she's not relevant anymore. Yeah, she got canceled and she doesn't even get that much viewership. You're wrong, because look, let's go up here, back to her channel right here. Let's go to her podcast channel. Holy shit, look. Oh shit, she gets like 200,000 views, 300,000 views, 400,000 views, 500,000 views. Look at all these videos that I'm showing. 700,000 views right here. This was uploaded 2 months ago. The fact that she got canceled and the fact that her other channel got a lower viewership, but then this channel that she does, her podcast, still gets a lot of views, it proves my point again that People are there because of personality and presence. They're there for her energy. They're there for her voice, her persona. They don't care if she got canceled 5, 10 times. They still here watching her. She's still racking up 200,000 views, 300,000 views, 500,000 views, 700,000 views. So it proves my point again with everything that I'm saying. And the reason why I keep showing you guys these, because I want to show you guys real hard evidence. These other big creators moaning and complaining and blaming YouTube's, that's their algorithm, that's the YouTube's algorithm's fault. No, it's not YouTube's algorithm's fault. It's never been YouTube's algorithm. Stop blaming YouTube algorithm. Sorry, I can't speak. Actually, I'm not sorry. Fuck that shit. Like, no, it's not YouTube's algorithm. That needs to stop right now. Stop blaming them. Stop saying we pull up the graph and it's YouTube's fault. Like, that's not true. It doesn't matter if you say that. It doesn't matter if you pull up the graph. That's not valid. That's not the key. Trisha Paytas got canceled so many times, and people still come here to watch her all the time. It's crazy. And if she does, he or she or whoever, all these other creators, if their viewership does drop, that's normal. That's normal. That's just the way it is with this whole thing. And look, let's talk about another important thing too, about what Moist Critical said right here. This is so important that I'm gonna show you guys right here.
But then now this new wave came around, and it's all about personality, and it doesn't really matter the game. So Queso's playing things that no one's ever really heard of.
Dude,
He's going through the Steam cum dumpster looking for like the worst games. He's finding terrible games. You picked a game that was dying on life support, Siege, and you breathed life back into it just by being a good personality and fun content, fun stream. And now you go out and do other things too. So it's cool to see that it's wrapped around to being variety focused as opposed to like being locked into like Fortnite streamers, Overwatch streamers, Counter-Strike, this and that, where it's not just dominated by categories, it's dominated by like really electric personalities again. But then...
So what Moist Critical said is true. That is the main key, and that has been a thing for a long time. Especially after COVID, I feel like that became a thing. And what he said, like I 100% agree with that. And he is right. Personality is key. The video game is the background. So for all these other big content creators that are complaining, like I said, they're just wrong. They just don't get it. They're delusional. They're blaming YouTube's algorithm. It is not that. And I really do hope that YouTube see this and take a look at it and look at a bigger perspective, including all these creators that I'm talking about too. I hope they see this and know where they stand and make the comparison and be like, you know what? Yeah, you know what? Let's ask us the question and also give us the answer, but be realistic about this situation. This is not YouTube in 2010. This is 2026 that we're talking about, and things have changed. But like a good example I would say too about PewDiePie, like for him, it's always been personality. People were always there to watch him ever since back in 2010, 2012, all the way till now, is because, you know, people are just there for him, for his presence. And to, you know, even back up about these things that I'm talking about like your viewership's gonna drop, you know, it's normal because it is. Like, look at PewDiePie right now, right? He has over 100 million subscribers, but he's not gonna rack up 100 million views or 50 million views, and that's normal. Viewership's gonna drop down because audience move on, fans outgrew you, and that's okay. That's normal. And if you end up being a small creator, that's okay. You can still find success even being a small creator. It may not be as lucrative or as appealing as it was when you first were in your peak, but you gotta understand that's normal. So I'm not trying to make this video to bully Shadversity or Linus Tech. I know I came off like an asshole, but this video is just to give you guys a reality check. Yeah. To just let you guys know and let you guys know where you stand and do the comparison with yourself and for this. And you know, something that I really respect about PewDiePie is that the fact that he had 100 million subscribers and he doesn't even get 100 million views, but he doesn't complain about that. He made a video. PewDiePie really did make a video. You guys can find this. I don't know where it is. I don't remember which video it is, but he said this. He said that, you know what? If the next day or something like that, he said something like that, if he doesn't get any views or if his YouTube career is over, is done, he doesn't care because he's already established all of that. He accomplished so much as a content creator. He already did what he did, and he's satisfied with that. He's happy with that. So even if like nobody remembers him or anything like that, he's okay with that because he already established that. And you know, like it would be nice if more of these big content creator would have these mindset like PewDiePie and stop blaming YouTube's algorithm and YouTube system, because it is not YouTube's fault. These big creators who are so well established, like Linus Tech, who has fucking thousands of views, millions of views actually, he's gonna say that all the viewership are down when that's not true, because I pull up the videos, the proof for you guys to see. But he was crying, or not crying, but he said entitled, "Oh, the viewership are down." He says YouTube's algorithm. Like, it's not YouTube's fault. That's normal. And the fact that you're an established, all these big creators who are complaining about this YouTube algorithm, the fact that you're all big and well established already, and you're going to complain about that when you're still racking up thousands and millions of views, and you're established and you have over like 15 million subscribers. Like, it's normal to get like low viewership. It's normal. And even like Tetra Ninja fucking like blame YouTube's algorithm too. Like, so this video is another video that I want to give it a good example too. So Tetra Ninja, who upload videos that is like, you know, The Last of Us gameplay part 1, those videos and those kind of content style will not give you views anymore. They're outdated. The only person that really still make views from that and has established that style is Rad Brad, and I don't know who else. But Tetra Ninja, he sort of became irrelevant. Not trying to be mean to him, not trying to pick him up. I'm just using these as good examples. But he's talking about, oh, like YouTube's algorithm, it's YouTube's fault, and YouTube's algorithm. And in this video, he says that no, it's not YouTube's fault. It's not YouTube's algorithm. It's you, dude, as a creator. You just became irrelevant, or it's just your audience outgrew you. They just don't remember you. They don't, or half of it is bots, because let's be honest, everyone has at least some bots in the YouTube channel, and that's just normal. You know, that's something that it's hard to get rid of. So let's watch this.
The YouTube algorithm is absolutely kicking this channel's ass.
So that's not true. I disagree with them 100% on this. It is not the YouTube's algorithm that's kicking your ass. That's not YouTube system's fault. It's not the YouTube's algorithm's fault. It's not the YouTube's app or platform's fault. Not the algorithm's fault. Stop blaming YouTube's algorithm. Because you know what? Like I said, the reason why I'm pulling these videos is to show you guys more proof that people just keep blaming YouTube's algorithm. No, it's not that. YouTube could change the algorithm today, right now. And supposedly, you're like, okay, cool. They changed the algorithm. Now it's going to supposedly give me 50% more viewership. Nope, that's not gonna happen. I promise you, that's not gonna happen. It doesn't matter if they change the algorithm to work in your favor or these other big creators' favor like 100 times. It doesn't matter. You're still not gonna get the views that you're looking for. You're still not gonna, the algorithm is still not gonna work in your favor. The truth is you just don't have the personality and the presence for it. And the content that you also make is outdated. You're still making videos like called what, gameplay walkthrough, like these. Like, yeah, see, you're still making these content like Pokemon gameplay walkthrough part 1, part this and that. Like, no, those are dead. Those are outdated. No one's gonna watch those videos anymore. So, and another thing, like I said, personality is key. That is the main thing, and that is what's gonna get you going. Like, yes, at the beginning of your YouTube channel, especially if you're a new creator, it does matter. At the beginning, it does matter. But I say after 6 months, or maybe after 3 months, or maybe after a year, personality is the main key. Your presence is the main key. Your energy is the main key. It doesn't matter how creative your content is. It doesn't matter how much effort you put it in. Oh my gosh. It doesn't matter, because you could put in all that work. You can make a masterpiece. And Moist Critical even said this. Penguin Caesar said this. You could make a masterpiece and no one could still not see it. And that's exactly what it is. You can still make something so good, but no one can see it or ever discover it. And it's not YouTube's algorithm fault. This whole thing that everyone's being a content creator, being on YouTube, it's like what I said again, it's like a gamble. It's like playing the lottery. That's just how it is. This is YouTube we're talking about. This isn't TikTok where you upload a fucking stupid picture with no effort and it gets like 10 million views with 500,000 likes, And if I upload something similar like that on TikTok, I want that and I don't get that, and then I cry about it. Like that this isn't TikTok we're talking about. This is YouTube we're talking about. It's completely different. You know what I mean? So, but I just want to make that comparison of YouTube and TikTok so you guys can understand that, because TikTok is known to upload. It's known for a place where people upload some of the dumbest shit and get millions of views. But then if you try that, you might not get that, because that's just how it is. And no, they don't favor you. It's like a lottery. YouTube doesn't favor anyone. TikTok doesn't favor anyone. The truth is they're very similar in a lot of ways, but also very different in a lot of ways. But both of them works as a lottery machine and like a gamble. Or like when you upload, you want it to be successful. It's a gamble. Whether you have 1 subscriber or 10 million subscriber, it is all a gamble. And people, you gotta understand that people move on and people will outgrow your content or you as a creator. And that's normal. You know what I mean? Like you can still find success even if you're all a small creator. And maybe that's just how it is, it's gonna be. You know what I mean? Like a small streamer versus a big streamer. If you're a small streamer, you only make $80,000 a year. You can still find success being a small creator like that. That's pretty good. You know what I mean? You don't always have to be like Queso who makes millions a year. You don't have to be like I Shall Speak who make millions a year. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You work with what you can and be cool and be glad that you're able to get to do it. You know what I mean? Especially if you already established so much like these big creators that I'm talking about. And another video here that Moist Critical talk about, and nothing against Moist Critical. I'm not trying to hate on him or anything like that. I'm not trying to pick on him. I'm actually like, I do enjoy his content a lot, and I still like am a regular viewer sometimes once in a while. But in this video here, and it's called YouTube Has a Big Issue Right Now, and he uploaded this 3 months ago, back in September 14, 2025. In this video here, he talks about, oh, like there was like a viewership drop on PC users, on the audiences using PC, viewer drops on that. But the reason why I just want to talk about that is that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if viewership drops on PC or mobile. Stuff like this is normal. It doesn't matter if you pull up the graph here from this other YouTube guy here, and whatever this YouTuber guy here on this video here saying in the black screen here, what is it called? Josh Trifeus. It doesn't matter what he said. Like, it doesn't matter what he said. It doesn't matter. Like, it's not valid at all. Like, it doesn't matter if viewership drop from PC users. Like, that doesn't matter. That's normal. That's completely normal. Doesn't matter if you pull up these graphs and show it to me. That doesn't matter. What matters is that you know what? Number one, you've already been established. You're successful, and you did what you can. That's all that matters. And the next part is personality, your charisma, your energy, and your presence. That's all that matters. I mean, look at Asmongold too. Like, dude talks about politics, all these crazy shit, and people don't really like that. Some of his fans don't really vibe with that. But guess what? People still watch him live stream. They're still there for him and watch his video regardless, even if he just like this one. He just titled it "Holy" and with Donald Trump on it, but he got 1.2 million views. Sure, some people don't like his politics, but they still watch him because they're there for his energy and his vibe. And yes, he does have haters, and yes, but he also does have fan base that watches him, even though some of them don't like to watch his politics side, but they're still there for him no matter what. They're still there because they're there for his energy and his vibe. And the whole point of making this video is just to give proof, to give evidence, to back up my statement, and to just also say, stop blaming YouTube's algorithm, stop blaming YouTube system, because that needs to stop right now. So I think if YouTube sees this, well, hopefully I hope YouTube and their team sees this and know and understand, be like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, you're right. It's not our fault. We could change our algorithm as much as we want, but it wouldn't make much difference, because that is true. And like even like more too. Hold on, I'm gonna show you guys more. Even here too, and this guy here from Screen Tested, he uploaded this like back in September 12th, 2025. It's called title I'm Tired of This, and the YouTube channel is called Screen Tested. He too also just like say the same thing, like, oh, like viewership, or blaming YouTube's algorithm, saying he put in so much work in something he's not getting views. Like, dude, don't blame YouTube's algorithm. It's not their fault. You know what I mean? Like, there's just so much people. Like, there's just so much that people are blaming YouTube, and it's not YouTube's fault. YouTube did nothing wrong. Like another really good example too, to constantly even back up more of my statement that I'm making, is Corridor Crew. Do you think people care that they keep making the same similar content, always reacting to CGI and visual effects? Do you think people really cares about that? Even though if most of the viewerships and the audience don't even know anything about VFX and stuff, but why is it that they still get millions of views, thousands of views, passing ranging from 500,000 to a million? Why is that? Like all they do is just react to stunts and visual effects and 3D artists and stuff and CGI, whatever, you know what I mean? For films and stuff. That's all they do, right? But why is it that people watch that so much if all they do is upload shit like that? Think about it. Because they're there for their energy. They're there because they're there for their personality. When they watch Ren or Nikolai and Sam, I forgot his name, Nick or Nikolai. When they come and watch Corridor Crew, they're there because they're there to watch their presence. They're there for their energy, their vibe, their voice. So that's what it is. It doesn't matter what YouTube algorithm does or does not do. They could change today, tomorrow, to hopefully work in your favor, but in the next 2-3 years, you're still not getting the viewership that you're talking about, and the complaint, the crying, the moaning that you're talking about. And yes, this also applies to me too, and I'm willing to accept that. I know right now I only have 2 subscribers on my freaking YouTube channel, and that's okay. I'm okay with that. If I do become a big subscriber this year, a big YouTube creator and a streamer this year, and let's just say next year I fall off, I'm okay, because even if I can only reap the rewards within the first year and make the most out of it, hey man, that's cool. I know that there are highs and lows coming into this, and a lot of people need to understand that there is highs and lows, and you will succeed, and one day you might fall off. And so you know what, make the most out of it. Strike when the iron is hot. Hop on the train while it's going at full throttle, full speed. So this affects me too, and if I could make the most out of it, and the next year if I become big this year and the next year I don't, hey, I'm cool with it. I'm never ever gonna blame YouTube. I'm never gonna be like that, and you should not be like that. Whoever it is that's watching this, I hope YouTube sees this. And if you're thinking about blaming YouTube, well, it's not their fault. If you're starting to make content new on YouTube or whatever platform, stop blaming YouTube. It's not YouTube's fault. It never has, and I don't think it ever will be. The only time maybe you should blame YouTube is if they do something to really, really lock your account and your YouTube views really hard, or do something to completely change how YouTube once was, losing its identity. Once it loses true self, that's when YouTube is not self anymore. You know what I mean? And a good example is TikTok. It's losing its identity, but that's a whole nother video and a whole topic for itself. And one more really good evidence that I want to show you guys, and to back up me even further too, is Brett Cooper. So Brett Cooper has her own channel now. She used to be at the channel called Under the Comment Section. So it's called the Comment Section. She used to be the main host for this channel, but look, she left this channel, and look what happened to their viewership. Their views dropped, right? Look at this. Brett Cooper used to run this channel. Well, not run it, but she was the host. She used to be here, and when she was here, they were making 600,000 views, 800,000 views, 1 million views, 5 million views. But Brett Cooper left, and when she left, look how much views they lost. Look at all these videos. They don't even make it past 100,000 views. So let's go pull up when Brett Cooper was still around. See that? You see that? Look, when Brett Cooper was here, look, 1 million views for this channel. 500,000 views, 400,000, 400,000. 500,000, 600,000. Let's go down even further. She got 700,000 here, 700,000 here. You know, she's making a lot of views when she was here. But when she left, this channel lost its identity. It lost itself. It lost its viewership. So that just proves my point again that I'm making, is that personality, presence, your energy, and your vibe, your persona is the key. And look at her. She has her own channel now that she runs by herself, and she's doing good. Look, she has over 1 million subscribers. Her viewership is about 200,000. She averaged around there. She got 300,000 here, 100,000 here. This one has almost 400,000. This one has 500,000. So look at, see that? All these people that were watching her there on that last channel called the comment section, they came here for her on her new channel because they are there for her personality, her persona, her presence, her energy. I know I'm repeating myself. I know I'm showing the similar evidence, but hey, you know what? If I'm gonna make a video like this, I need to be able to back up my statement, in which I know I did. And I hope YouTube see this, and I hope anyone who's a new creator or not, or whatever, or whoever it is that's complaining about your viewership drop, watch this video, compare yourself, position yourself, think about the accomplishment that you've already got, and really ask yourself and give yourself the answer and do the comparison. Like then you'll give a good, clear identity. And with, as a matter of fact, everything that I just said in this entire video and all the evidence that I gave, it all applies to everything that I just said. It's the truth. It's the reality. So if you don't, I mean, what do you want me to say? That what, if YouTube do change the algorithm, it's gonna work in your favor? That what, you will get more views because you made a better video next week or today, tomorrow? I don't know. No, like that's just not how it works. And like I said, even all this affects me too. But, whew, jeez, man, I said a lot. And enough said about me, you know. That's it. Hopefully you guys enjoy this, and hopefully YouTube and their team sees this, because if y'all see this, this will completely change how you guys think of this, and you guys will be like, wow, that's a hell of a perspective, but it's also the truth. So yeah, YouTube algorithm, you don't need to do anything, because truth is, you've always been the same. If you really think about it, YouTube is YouTube even 10 years ago. It's still pretty much the same thing. If anything, I think YouTube has improved more than ever. So yeah, if you're watching this, hey, thanks for watching.
People are there for him and like nothing, like they don't, the game, someone described it really well, but like the new age of streaming is almost like the game is almost a background.
It's supplementary. It's just like this complement to the streamer more so. It's like a canvas and they're the artist that gets to paint it.
Yeah, exactly.